can't be both. The Democrats and Republicans can't be both. They are great, but God is greater. And segregated ballots. National Democratic Club. You can have lunch in there if you're a Democrat, or a guest of one, I guess. I don't know if you can be a Republican guest. Call tomorrow. Hi. Good. Minnie Cooper and Democrats' ideas of rural roads with trees and the neighborhood and Democratic populists and what else? Right next to the power plant. American flag. What do you want your phone to do?
What do you want yours to do?
Let me type while I have the video on.
Ah.
Have Siri be able to get a scoreboard.
Yeah.
Get ourselves elected and get U.S. Department of Homeland Security settings.
With the phone?
Every phone has a settings choice. Tap USDHS, and then all of a sudden, you don't have to look at it anymore. You can use Morse code and have it work.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, why don't we have that already, huh? Very interesting.
I just needed to make calls and texts.
Well, thank you. That helps a lot. You contributed. Hello. Yeah, we need 2 governors who care enough about the right to control your own body.
Sir, not to cut you off, but you need to move off the front, please.
Why?
Because this is part of the problem. That's why.
Yeah, your segregated ballot outfit here is private, I know, and I'm coming to visit you. To try to help you out and save you from the wrath of God for your
Sir,
segregated
could you get off
ballot.
the front, please?
No, I came here to make an appointment. Why?
I need you to get off the
Am I
front
spitting? Am I loitering? What am I doing
now.
wrong?
This
I'm the
private
wrong
property,
color?
I don't want you on here.
Yeah, you don't want me on here. Oh, yeah. Because I'm the wrong color? I got a beard?
Can you leave off the front?
No, I want to talk to your boss.
Please? You take me off recording.
No.
Sir, you can't come in the building unless you already have an appointment. You don't come here.
Now, here's some intelligence. You actually explained something to me.
There you go.
He didn't. Now, this is why kids get killed in Missouri, because they don't get the training that you have.
Okay.
So I want you to do something about that.
Gotcha.
Now, who do I call to make an appointment?
Well, I give him a number, Cat?
Okay, then I can look it up on Google, I guess. But I'm here to warn you, if you don't repent from your segregated ballot outfit, the wrath of God is going to descend upon the Democrats and the Republicans and the great nation of America. May find new leadership. You're welcome. Can't be both. End segregated ballots. Issue stock or shares. Now, if you compare how you treated me to how the Republicans treated me, I think a significant number of independents would not vote Democrat.
You were able to go in and make an appointment?
You bet. Your counterpart there at the front desk lesson in Goofus and Gallant from the Highlights magazine. But the good news is your buddy and this organization can repent and be forgiven by God without the need to confess. Okay. So I'll call and make an appointment, God willing. That's another problem. You guys have it all by personal names. The Republicans have it by office or category.
But yeah, it's labeled by category here too. So whatever you're trying to do is telling to get you the person that's in charge of that department.
I call, it says if you know the name of the party you want to talk to, enter it. It doesn't offer me a thing about if you want to talk about membership recruiting, dial 1. You want to talk about abortion, dial 2. There's nothing like that. At least not the last time I called. Okay. And now we have to find a phone number. Ah. $29, 28, and 1. And 29 jumps back 1 rabbit to repent. U.S. Democratic Party National Headquarters, Washington, D.C. appointments. Yeah, the number 2 person here resigned recently.
What's all this repenting business?
It's a scientific method of forgiveness from God.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't your church talk about repenting?
Yeah, I know what it is. Okay.
What is it?
Well, what you just said.
Yeah, see, you don't know. You want to find out. You're trying to be diplomatic to find out what it is.
Repentance is what? When you ask for forgiveness?
From the Latin, repent.
Say that again?
From the Latin, repent. So what does re mean? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what it means to me. What does R-E mean? The link doesn't dial the phone number on the website. You're supposed to be able to tap it and it dial it. Crunchbase. Okay. Have to look again. Now it's lit up. There we go.
Contacting the Democratic National Committee. Our telephone reception hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Our main phone number is 202-863-8000. We invite you to leave us a message. Send us an email at info@democrats.org or visit our website at democrats.org.
After the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hello, this is William Hale calling. I've been informed by the front door security at the Democratic National Headquarters I need to have an appointment in order to enter the building. I can't make an appointment in person. I have to do it on the phone or internet or something. So my phone number is 717-753-8306. And I would like the Democratic National Committee to contact me in regards to an appointment so I can help save your souls from the wrath of God for you guys supporting segregated ballots. It can't be both. You can issue shares in your party to protect yourself from being invaded by a bunch of newcomers. Merit, contributions, seniority. But you cannot exclude people because of the color of their other associations. Nor can the Republicans. But the Republicans were so nice to me that that subject didn't even come up. Your security was such a bulldog and confrontational that I was ordered off the property without even being asked why I'd come, and no explanation about why I could enter or could not enter. Fortunately, the Security Corporation assigns 2 officers to the front area, so the check and balance system worked out. One officer was able to supply the information the other officer failed to, thereby saving the reputation of the Republican National Headquarters from international disgrace. Now, a similar example is the failure of any governor, Democrat or Republican, to come forward and ask for original jurisdiction at the U.S. Supreme Court in order to remedy the failure of the court to be at full capacity in order to hear this most important abortion case from Texas, which is why I came here, to light a fire under the Democratic Party to get President Obama to put up a nomination so the Republicans would have to equally lobby to get their candidate up there so the position would be filled to hear this most essential Texas abortion case. Otherwise, everybody's in violation of their oath of office by making the U.S. the laughingstock of the world. That we have an important abortion case, and partisan can't be both segregated ballot, divide and conquer mentality prevents us from having a full 9 members of the court to hear the case. So that makes the behavior a threat to our common defense. Because when we're a laughingstock of the world, it's tough to get people's respect to want to come to our defense abroad or at home and stand up for the great country that Donald Trump claims that we have been. The great country that John Fitzgerald Kennedy gave his life for in Texas. So are you going to step up to the plate, or are we going to get more bulldog tactics at a higher level? This is William Hale, H-A-L-E. I've had both a Democrat and Republican parent, equally good, asking you to call me so I can make an appointment. Once again, my phone is 717-753-8306. Now I need to dig through notifications that have blocked my access to my phone, and I'll be able to terminate this call. God willing, who hopes and helps. Thank you for 5 minutes and 41 seconds of your time.
replay, press 2. To erase and re-record.
Hello, this is William Hale calling. I've been informed by the front door security at the Democratic National Headquarters. I need to have an appointment in order to enter the building. I can't make an appointment in person. I have to do it on the phone or internet or something. So my phone number is 717-753-8306. And I would like the Democratic National Committee to contact me in regards to an appointment so I can help save your souls from the wrath of God for you guys supporting segregated families and me both. You can issue shares in your party to protect yourself from being invaded by a bunch of newcomers. Merit,
Howdy. The Second Amendment right to bear technology, man. How are you? Glad to hear it. Let's get attention duty from jury duty. Good.
Fortunately, the Security Corporation assigns 2 officers to the front area where the check and balance system worked out. One officer was able to supply the information the other officer failed to. And by saving the reputation of the Republican National Headquarters, there's space. A similar example is the failure of any Democrat or Republican, to come forward and ask for original jurisdiction of the U.S. Supreme Court in order to remedy the failure of the court to be in full capacity in order to hear this most important abortion case from Texas. That's why I came here. To light a fire under the Democratic Party to get President Obama to put up a nomination so the Republicans then equally allow me to get their candidate position. Otherwise, everybody's in violation of the office by making the U.S. the laughing stock of the world. That we have an important abortion case, and partisan can't be both segregated ballots, divided mentality prevents us from having a full 9 members on the court to hear the case. So that makes the behavior a threat to our common defense. Because when we're a laughing stock of the world, it's tough to get people's respect to want to come to our defense abroad or at home and stand up for the great country that Donald Trump claims that we have been. The great country that John Fitzgerald Kennedy gave his life for in Texas. So are you going to step up to the plate, or we're going to get more bulldog tactics at a higher level? This is William Hale, H-A-L-E. I've had both a Democrat and Republican parent equally good. Asking you to call me so I can make an appointment. Once again, my phone is 717-753-8306. Now I need to dig through notifications that have blocked my access to my phone, and I'll be able to terminate this call. God willing. Who hopes and helps. Thank you for 5 minutes and 41 seconds of your time.
To accept and set message options, press 1. To replay, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording, press 4. To cancel, press the star key. To repeat this menu, press 0. Are you still there? To accept and set message options, press 1. To replay, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording, press 4. To cancel, press the star key. To repeat this menu, press 0.
It doesn't hear my phone.
Are you still there? To accept and set message options, press 1. To replay, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording, press 4. To cancel, press the star key. To repeat this menu, press 0.
How come it doesn't hear me?
Sorry you're having trouble. Please try again later.
Huh. Hello, how are you? Glad to hear it.
Democratic National Committee, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to make an appointment, please.
An appointment?
Yeah.
With whom?
Whoever's in charge of the integrity of the party in regards to...
Hold on, I'll transfer you to the station. You have reached the voicemail box of Cheryl Green with the marketing department. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Do have a good day. Thank you.
After the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hello, Cheryl. This is William Hale, H-A-L-E. I'm at 717-753-8306. I would like to make an appointment in regards to saving the Democratic Party from the hypocrisy of segregated ballots. Can't be both Democrat and Republican. You can issue shares in the party based on contributions, merit, seniority, and so on to protect yourself from a bunch of newcomers. But you cannot maintain segregated ballots. Second question. Is there a governor, Democratic or Republican, maybe two of them, who's willing to step up to the plate so that we can use original jurisdiction at the U.S. Supreme Court to demand that the court order the U.S. Congress to fill the vacancy that Justice Scalia left? So we have 9 justices to hear this most important Texas abortion case. Otherwise, we're going to be the laughing stock of the world that a house divided is more important to the United States than a more perfect union. And we can't have 9 justices to hear this most important control of body, right to life case for women voters. Because of politics. Any governor has the right to demand original jurisdiction. And if we can't find a governor, the state court can accept plaintiffs requesting a state court order that their governor step up to the plate on their behalf. And if the state court won't order the governor, then we have elections coming up. We can replace the legislature with some people who will impeach the justices, so we get some judges in there who will.
To accept and set message options, press 1. To replay, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue
Hello, Sheriff. This is William Hale, H-A-L-E. I'm at 717-753-8306. I would like to make an appointment in regards to saving the Democratic Party from the hypocrisy of segregated ballots can't be both Democrat and Republican. You can issue shares in the party based on contributions, merit, seniority, and so on to protect yourself from a bunch of newcomers. But you cannot maintain segregated ballots. Second question. Is there a governor, Democratic or Republican, maybe two of them, who's willing to step up to the plate so that we can use original jurisdiction at the U.S. Supreme Court to demand that the court order the U.S. Congress to fill the vacancy that Justice Scalia left? So we have 9 justices to hear this most important Texas abortion case. Otherwise, we're going to be the laughing stock of the world that a house divided is more important to the United States than a more perfect union, and we can't have 9 justices to hear this most important control of body, right to life case for women voters. Because of politics. Any governor has the right to demand original jurisdiction. And if we can't find a governor, the state court can accept plaintiffs requesting a state court order that their governor step up to the plate on their behalf. And if the state court won't order the governor, then we have elections coming up. We can replace the legislature with some people who will impeach the justices, so we get some judges in there who will.
To accept and set message options, press 1. To replay, to send now, press the pound key. To mark as high importance, press 1. To return to the previous menu, press the star. Message marked as high importance. To send now, press the pound key. To mark as normal importance, press 1. Message sent. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll try to be ready. Be brave and be fair and take care, but it's more important to be ready. Care about. Yeah, you want to care about, but you want to be willing to risk your life about what you care about. Pontius Pilate, how are you? Glad to hear it. Good. Good. Second Amendment right to bear technology. How are you? Headed towards state technology militia duty. Attention duty. Jury duty extrapolated to attention duty for Charlie Hebdo. You're taking my picture. Todd. Good. Alif Bata. And the two sisters, now two brothers. And here's a janitorial services here. Ah, good. Limbach. That's a good person to call. Rush. Enhance your drive. Scan now. Black leather jacket elbow. Chevy, Maryland. 3757. CF9. Cheryl Green. 7 Cheryl Avenue. Mecca, Medina. Monday, thanks to a doctor's appointment. White House with a picket fence, big red KIA. Good. Good, way to lean into it. Roll your shoulders, shake out your arms, stay loose. Good. Presidential cab, number 99. God is greater. GoDaddy, 40% off. Turn leap year into leap, yeah. Jeffrey Leap wants to make a movie. A VIP with the Monkees. 50th anniversary tour pack. Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Trying to save from segregated ballots. Can't be both. Trying to save us from segregated ballots. Can't be both. Thanks. With people like you, it might work. We can issue shares. Perfect. Walk dogs, who? Kristen Gale wants you to watch Max Ryan. All these notifications here. I hear a sound over here. Good. Roll your shoulders, shake out your arms, stay loose. Dear God, may this recycle and come back as new for others as well as us. How? Conserve and expand recycling capacity. Allah Akbar. Conserve and expand recycling capacity. What's your idea of fun? Good, 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 good. Conserve and expand recycling capacity. What's your idea of fun? Ticketmaster VIP evening. Dear God, may this recycle and come back as new for others as well as us. How? By collection, and compression, return of empties, detail work for what might have been missed, biologic, something about food, efficiency, more jobs for food security, less food waste. Peace. How are you? Hi. Good. Hi. I never thought about it that way. What does a more perfect union mean? And segregated ballots. Can't be both. Is that how long it'll take? Another 18 years? Good. Your feet point out and try to lean forward a little. You got an arch in your back. But you're moving along. Good. Good dog. Looks like they're all on the local drive. I gotta change one. I ran the cab. A salad. Red top. Universal cab. What was that one? The Universal Soldier, right? And Deary J. Dear J. All right, sir. How are you? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Way to lean into it. Good. How are you? Try to keep one hand clean and free and ready to respond and seek responses. Good, good, good. Roll your shoulders, shake out your arms, stay loose. Run along and try to follow people. I ought to give myself an assignment to do that. Picador, Matador. There's another one. A picador enrages the bull before the fight. I need a salad. Trusted date. Saving, what it's up? Memory, saving. What do you mean I can't save here?
If all those guys.
It'd be a dangerous team if all those guys did that. So, Good. Perfect scope. Who? Perfect scope. Inflection. Who? I gotta admit, I feel a little bit dizzy from the lack of sleep. Mecca got me up at 3 a.m. 3:30 actually. Blue Jean Army still has a core. Woodstock Nation resurrecting. Perfect prayer line or peripatetic prayer line. Who? Hello. I guess I could have tried to pray one more time there. All those sisters. I need a salad. So what they're going to tell me, that I have to depend on public water and public food. I can't have a special diet. Getting dizzy. Don't have my other glasses, but it's worth it. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, way to lean into it. Good. Good to see some men. Good. You remind me of me. Sedating with food so the mind can work. What can we do? Get a U.S. Surgeon General physical therapist intimacy coach. That would help me. Here's who here. Sly, how are you? I can be right. I can be wrong. How are you? Hello. It's a solid door. Be the change. I don't see anybody. Oh, maybe on the other side? Hi. Oh, that's good. Hi. What's wrong with these kiosks? They seem to be like one-sided operations. The North Barricade has a fence up on the east side, and you sort of have a fence up here. Weren't they designed right or something? Portable fencing here, door locked on the other side. Right, yeah. So you guys can... I could open the Secret Service door on Pennsylvania Avenue. But I mean, why do they have to have a fence up on the sidewalk on the east side of their barricade on the North Barricade? Why do you have your fence here? There's a kind of tippy canoe here.
A bike rack? Why are you a bike rack though?
That's not a bike rack, sir.
That is exactly what that is.
With all due respect.
That's a bike rack.
This is why we need to merge the public health department with the police. Public health and safety officers instead of police. For Missouri and Cleveland. Yeah, were these kiosks designed incorrectly that officers have to put bike racks around them to feel safe?
So people can't park and they leave the parking spaces. That's fine.
Oh, there, but here's on the sidewalk. It's like,
No, sidewalk is the sidewalk.
oh, this was the sidewalk here. Now this is your space, huh? That's what I'm worried about. You're going to put a fence around here next and you'll stand inside the fence. Yeah, that's what we worry about. See, that's inch by inch. The U.S. Marines knocked down the North Barricade Little White House after one of their concerts before these things were put in. So there is a case for them to be more secure. I think they should be about halfway underground so that you could really sustain a blast instead of being up here all exposed. And get them down. Maybe we're going to have to replace them eventually. Anything you can do to give input to the architect of the Capitol and the police review board about how these could be done better for your sake, your job, and for the people. So we all work together instead of it starting to feel like kids in the living room. Since they've perked up their little turf. Come on now, we can do it. I see you smiling, or as my dad would say. I see you trying to not smile, he would say. And he'd keep going until he could get you to smile. You know? He's a pretty good dad that way. Too bad, I didn't play with him enough or something, I guess. But that's the kind of thing he'd get concerned about. So hopefully by doing this, he makes up for not having played with him enough when I was a kid. He got a wrongful death settlement from the Johns Manville Company for selling that asbestos got in his lungs or something that helped kill him. He jumped down in the trench, show him how to put the ring tight in with a transite pipe so it got a firm coupling and didn't leak the sewer and water he was selling. I guess he got fired eventually for just not being organized enough, too much gung-ho and not enough executive cool. His 49-year-old brother. How much older are you? 6. Well, you have the right to be as young as you want to be as long as you can obey the traffic laws and walk around and not be a threat to yourself or others, right? We should have that on the information highway too, instead of all that gets more and more esoteric about signage and what it means. Like now when you click OK, it means cancel on some of these message boards. It says turn on location services for more accuracy. Settings or OK. Now if you click OK, it might think you're going to turn on the thing. But actually it cancels it. And if you click on settings, then it takes you to settings and you can set it up to have location services on it. You're a 6-year-old kid figuring this out for the first time. They get you confused enough so you think you have to turn on the location services for it to work. Then they know where you are exactly. They, who? The same people who put up the message board that says, "Oh, snap, kill the page," or wait. Those are the same people who control the message board. We need the U.S. Department of Homeland Security message boards. We need the settings choice, USDHS. Now OK means OK for all functions. Now you can use Morse code to make sure it's on. You get a tone. You're not be hunting around like this while you're trying to guard the place. So you can be as young as you want to be, as long as you can obey the traffic laws and stuff. And the traffic laws have to be simple enough and honest enough so a young person can. Can't keep the streets open. Armed valets, private parking. Maybe it should be a grass park with picnic tables for constituents to meet with their elected officials outside, instead of private parking for who can't keep the street open, who might reasonably misunderstand or get sick or get hurt. But we can repent and be forgiven by God for all this stuff. What do? Hi. Peace upon you. How are you? Anybody can be a plaintiff. I don't think there's anything that prevents a police officer from going into the court and saying, I talked to my union. No. I talk to my elected officials. No. I work on this job. This is what we need. I want a court order. Instead, we get the Campus Sexual Assault Center adding more staff. When, in fact, we should have a Give Proof Center on campus. Trusted traveler, trusted patient, trusted date. Give proof. Yeah, people are so afraid about it, giving proof. They think that their under the table lives and stuff won't be able to survive. Instead of the Give Proof Center letting them prove they should have the right to do what they've been getting away with all this time. On the table. Outdoor officers should be able to have Schedule 2 or Schedule 1 prescriptions. If they can give proof and be held to a higher standard, and their buddies trust them well enough that everybody agrees they'll pay 10 times the damages if a Schedule 1 guy screws up, and it'll come out of their buddy's paycheck as well as his. A more perfect union instead of divide and conquer and hide. Presidential Cab 11. Big guy getting into it. Same thing happened at the Supreme Court like that. Nice dressed lady comes in. Supreme Court police chief and I are standing, well, he's sitting there, I'm standing, we're talking by the metal detector. Seat belts required, buckle up. US DHS settings choice required. So the nice dressed lady takes out a little box that says It's a gift for Justice Scalia. You're not going to make me unwrap it, are you? The poor chief of the Supreme Court Police is sitting there. He and I have been talking for a couple of days about whatever. So here he's going to have to let a security breach go through because a nice dressed lady wrapped up a box and asked him to not unwrap it instead of being humble and saying, you know, I didn't wrap it yet. I brought the paper. Would you please look in it so I could wrap it? This is why Justice Scalia might respect an opinion like this. He was a pretty hardcore conservative, had Sicilian mafia connections, you know. They know all about the excessive force economy. You mess up, you get killed. You don't get taken to court. So it's kind of my prayer that we find a couple of governors who use their original jurisdiction in the Supreme Court and show up and say, hey, we only got 8 justices in here. Texas is having an abortion case. It's going to set huge precedent for the right to control your body or protect life, whichever way you look at it. We're only going to have 8 judges in here. We're missing the most conservative one to help protect our side, or we're trying to get a reasonable one in here, whatever it is, so that the whole planet doesn't kind of laugh and say, ha ha, you know, they care more about a house divided and their own party system and a segregated ballot, can't be both, than they care about what they advertise that try to steal our kids with. It's kind of tough to win an argument when you have that behind you instead of the other thing. I guess anybody can file a complaint against the governor for not doing that. You're supposed to be protecting my state for the right to life. You said you're a right to life governor. I elected you. How come you're not going to the Supreme Court?
Ask you for a favor, sir. Sure. Best place to keep walk out the main building. You don't mean it 2 o'clock. Something happened with these bills. As well.
Yeah, good salad. That looks healthy. Open enrollment for individuals and families. Open house. So that's kind of why I haven't been around for a few years. I've been on the internet figuring all this stuff out. I'm in touch with the FOP, national headquarters, the International Association of Chiefs of Police. Not sure who else, maybe New York State Police. You can find them on the Twitter stuff and get in touch with them. So I think some of them are okay, and you? Yeah, you're in good shape, man. Way to take care of yourselves. How's your family?
Pretty good.
Good. Yeah. So what can a executive field officer do, right? You risk losing your job. You can become too squeaky a wheel. You risk getting shot if you're too squeaky a wheel. And then we have to listen to people talk about terrorists and stuff being the problem when it's this faulty logic. It makes it pretty difficult to win an argument when you go to pray with people. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, but look how it really is. So our best defense is, you know, who does the FBI arrest first? Sister to sister, how are you? Are you ready to get another justice on the Supreme Court? Defend your rights? This phone, it can't record the screen. The other ones, the Android, they can record the screen. The FBI wants to be able to get in, break the 10-try thing without erasing, right? Yeah. Maybe the FBI should start with why I can't record my screen and I don't have the U.S. Department of Homeland Security settings choice. Sherlock Holmes, he never wore a badge, right? Get all our citizens with a strong enough phone. All of a sudden now we got records of the sex, drugs, and hypnotism that are undermining us from within and causing the other countries to say we're hypocrites instead of saying they're bad because they want to attack us. We get, maybe the FBI should be demanding that the phones, the vehicles, the devices are safe enough to travel on the information highway to public right away. This phone's a hazard. Motorola sense of humor, they put on a cheap plastic bumper. Peace upon you, how are you? Glad to hear it. Hey, you ready to end segregated ballots? Stop can't be both.
It might be easier going down that way.
Republican or Democrat, or would you like a few shares in any party you want to join?
So good.
Otherwise, how are we going to defend the place when we have such hypocrisy of based on a house divided model? We're great people, God is greater, and we've got to realize that. U.S. Department of Homeland Security settings choices in here, huh?
Government, man, they're going to get you.
We the people can't record our phone. How are we going to stop the internet crime? Or diagnose and heal it? So my sense of humor is find who is such a desirable candidate. Both the Democrats and Republicans want the same person as their vice president. Tell me that wouldn't impress. How serious we were about a more perfect union. Iran, Europe, China. Well, China has one party, I guess, only. So now all of a sudden we have a model. Hey, it's two different parties, but you can be in both. It's almost like one party. So why can't China start to do that? I wonder how they do it. Probably still one person, one vote. I don't know of any political party that issues shares. But if you issue shares like stock in a corporation as the party, then your Democratic national leader might have like 5,000 shares from all the work that's been done. A new member might get 10 shares for joining. And you vote in shares in the party elections, so you don't get swamped by taking down this can't be both barrier. So then the Chinese Communist Party could start to say, okay, you can have other parties, but we have to be able to join them. Ah. And we get to get some of your shares. So they don't feel it's going to get all pulled away from them, but they can start to diversify. There's my thank you. I learned something new by sharing what I already knew. So how's the new chief? Have you met him yet?
He's been around.
Okay. I didn't know that. And the timing of the release of the news fit right into what I was doing. I can't quite remember what it is now.
Yeah, you use it for the barricade alarm. HCAP.
Another perfect timing, huh?
471C Charles, sir, in Salt Secure. Thank you. 1235.
Come on, there must be one thing you don't know. He said, it's Charles, all secure. So I would think he would say something like, I'm as sure as I can be, but I'm still looking for request number 207, right? Still haven't gotten that. And request 207 would be for some way to make sure you can't put super glue in the locks or the hinges or something. So now we need a new chief at Harvard University, if you know anybody who wants to make a bid up there. We got an Irish mafia guy in charge, Riley. He has no paper trail. What a caste system that place is. So, I got to figure out what to do next. The military shot a police officer in Maryland yesterday, was it? On a domestic violence thing. In Virginia. They got 29, 28, 16, and something else in the article. So it shows how important it is for police to take the initiative and not just say we can't do anything about Cleveland or Ferguson. We got to earn their respect. It's like some bullets got shot into the Marine Memorial after chewing out some guys on the steps about something. And there's a lot of quiet things that police do. You just don't get credit for it. But I'd like to merge the Public Health and Safety Department with the Police Department in Cleveland. Check and balance the officers, the whole organizational chart, so that biologic security and the patrol patterns and the public health and safety patterns got together and worked with each other, and take the word police off of their cars and put PH&S officer, so it shows they're part of a bigger team than just, I guess, mostly inertial security. The bullet is an inertial thing, and that they're integrated with the biologic safety and the health of the people. The mental health is probably a big issue with some of these black people that get stopped in New York. They talk to them for like 20 minutes. They got them up against the wall. They keep talking and talking and talking, and the guy gets a little more and more and more and more. Finally, they throw him on the sidewalk, and he dies of a heart attack. I mean, what was the logic? Weren't there certain questions you're supposed to ask, and if then he's free to go? So then the police get more into the mental health aspect of it. The officers can't be such freelance loose cannons as like some of the departments are. That guy in Texas at the pool party with the black girls in the bikinis sitting on one of them and doing a barrel roll while he's running after him through the subdivision thing, kind of a... So instead of the police being so separate, like they'd be, if they weren't police, they'd be criminals, or they'd be a gang if they weren't police. You get more a feeling like they're part of the public health and safety operation. Like that one in Cleveland, they drive the car up to the kiosk, the little kid has the toy gun, they get out of the car and they shoot him. They don't stop the car, they're like, put down that gun. You know, they don't use the PA, they just get out of the car and shoot the kid. If you got into the public health and safety context, then wouldn't the whole training and focus be more like not to stop the guy with the gun necessarily only, but what's the public health and safety of that vicinity, that area? What can we stop the traffic all around that area so nobody goes in there and gets shot? And then can we, neutralize the kid? Can we make a call and all of a sudden the water trucks and the gas truck and the transportation department, all the public health and safety trucks show up and they circle the park. Don't go in there. And then the police officer takes the lead, and he's the brave one, or they're the brave ones that go in and go to close contact, and the kid drops the gun, and it's a happy ending. It takes a little bit longer, but because all the radios are connected, they're used to working together, they have accountability, they're buddies with each other, and it's more integrated with the families of the community because there's more personnel.
All right, I gotta get going, okay?
Okay.
I'll see you later. You have a good day.
It's on to you, brother. Hi. Good. Good. upon you. How are you? And peace upon you. How are you? AIDS Watch. STDtest.com. U.S. Surgeon General Physical Therapist Intimacy Coach Certification. Trusted travelers. Trusted patients. Trusted dates. Say. Mecca, Medina, Liberty, Hail Omar. It's time for your bath. Bill Clinton, tonight's deadline. Luna Starseed wants to watch Patty Universe broadcast. Warning, not for the faint at heart. Crushed finger reveal. Gregory reading is live. Getting his Rocky off. DKHAR Cervetta wants to watch Lisa K's broadcast. Hold on. Abe, I want you to watch. MM starts now. Good vibes. Good. Perfect. Be ready. Who? Zero prayer, 12:45 today. Good God. Does the dog ever get to sniff around your own car?
What's that?
Does the dog ever get to sniff around your own car?
Yeah.
All right.
I check my own car.
So the dog then feels a sense of ownership with you.
I hope so.
Great. Gregory reading live. A quick opulent something. Splendor, have a look. Namatiste man wants you to watch your Vivian Ayers broadcast meeting. Some Scoper friends in Philly. Vic Nolan. Ah, here we are. Good.